Hello, Crafty Cuties. This is Lynn, the Gift Diva. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is safe and well and doing pretty good. As the video cover indicates, you're getting a twofer today because I thought, well, why not? And they're both individually short on their own, so I thought I would just combine them. So hopefully Melissa and Memory Lane Keepsakes. I'm sorry, your name just escapes me. Tanya, right? If that's right, if that's wrong, I'm sorry. But I hope you guys don't mind that you are combined for a powerful force of craftiness. So let's start first with the Hobby Lobby Challenge with Mo. So I think I've used just about all the dies I bought from Hobby Lobby in recent days, months, years. I don't know. Or either I've done away with the packaging and don't see the red sticker. Want to stay true to the challenge. So, you know me, I went off the grid and did something else. So, I have these two liquid metal paints from Paper Fashion. They were on clearance. Not this sale, but the sale before, I think. Maybe. And I got the gold and the pearl. And so there's been sitting on my shelf mocking me. So I thought, what can I do with these? Well, a few hauls back, I showed you a art journal that I got from Little Birdie Crafts. And it had been my intent to start art journaling, you know, just getting into the practice of it. I like the idea of it. I like just, you know, kind of being free and throwing stuff down on a page and seeing what happens. And so I thought, well, I have paint. So I watched a few videos that just told me to get out of my own head and sit down and do it. So that's what I did. So I used these two paints. I used this Deco Foil Metallics gel, which just adds shine and dimension, supposedly, according to the packaging. And then I used this perfect paint that I got a couple years back at a Scrap Expo show. This is beautiful. I love this. And I'm so happy that it wasn't dried out. It's called H Copper. I'm going to have to look them up and see if they've got other colors. Because it's thick. It's opaque. I mean, it's beautiful paint. Then I used Vicky Bouton's gesso. I used, this is a Hobby Lobby clearance too. Distress Oxide Spray in Fossilized Amber. And I used some Mod Podge. And I used some stickers, clearance stickers from Hobby Lobby, but I used them all, so I don't have the packaging anymore. But those were also clearance stickers. So, and I used a few more things here. I used this ribbon that I got from Michaels because, you know, I need more ribbon, but I just loved it. So I used this. I used this stencil I got when I used to subscribe to Catherine Pooler's card kits, and this stencil came in the card kit. I don't know if she still carries it, but it's a leaf stencil. It's Stencil 06. That's the only name I see. And I used the stencil. Now, are y'all ready? I can show you my project, so be gentle. Here is, ta-da, my very first art journal page. I think it's so pretty. So, I just, like I said, I sat down and just started throwing crap on the page, right? So, I used the metallic paints to layer my base of my thing, and then I used one of my digital girls and the little truck to gesso down, and then I cut out pumpkins from the ribbon, and just adhered those down with glue and gesso, and then I used stickers to do enhancements. So I used this cute little fox sticker to add just a little texture. I used some pumpkin stickers to, add into the pumpkin patch. It's still a little bit wet. So, you know, the gesso dries clear. So this is still a little wet. Then I used, you know, stickers to get my sentiments down. I backed this one so that it would be better, easier to see in this area. As you can see, I used the stencil and I used that pearl paper fashion paint to do my stenciling, which you really can't see anymore. And then I, you know, added some stickers to, you know, showcase how I'm feeling, family, you know, chilly, and it's getting chilly, hopefully. And then I used this beautiful napkin just as some texturized background. And so I think it came out for my very first art journal page pretty decent. And I enjoyed doing it. It was very relaxing. Just tons of fun to just sit down and say, what goes together, and just throwing it on a page and seeing what happens. So I'm going to try to find some prompts that will prompt me to go in here on a regular basis and add to this. And I will, you know, if you follow me on Instagram, be on the lookout, because I'll post them on Instagram in the months and days to come, you know, as I continue on this journey here. But I thought I was very intimidated by this and by the process at first. But now that I've done it, I like doing it. And I think as I continue to do it, I'll get better and get more comfortable with coming up with ideas to put down. Because I think that was my hesitation in doing this, is that I couldn't come up with I had no idea what I wanted to do. You know, I thought about doing a gratitude journal, that I thought about, so I think it's going to be a mix of stuff. I think it's just going to be how I'm feeling that day, which is the way it's supposed to be, and it's going down on a page, and pretty, and using things, because I'm not I'm not an artist, but I like using my digital images. So I think this is a great way to use the digital images and showcase other people's pretty artwork, incorporated with, you know, my conception of that artwork, and just doing it that way. So enough rambling. Thought that this is what I did for Hobby Lobby Challenge of Mo and all my Hobby Lobby paints. I hope you like that. Thank you, Mo, again for the challenge, that you encouraged me to do this and get out of my comfort zone. So thank you again. So next, for Doll Play with MLK for Memory Lane Keepsakes. Again, we're playing with digital images. And I did two quick things for some boo baskets I'm working on for, you know, my favorite little cousins, the Kennedy and the Tay. So I made these. Now, I played with something new too. Again, I found these really cute cat cups at Michael's, and I played with Waterslide. Let me show you. Hold on. I forgot. So this is Waterslide paper. It comes in transparent, which is this, which in retrospect is not good on this cup. But that's okay. She's 12. I mean, she won't care. So it's transparent, means you can see through to the object, right? So you can see the sequence. Isn't that cool? I might go back and give you one of these. You can see the sequence through the image. And this is so easy to do. So, and you don't need a Cricut. You don't need any of that stuff if you're interested in doing this. I will leave the tutorial I followed down below. I followed several, but I'll leave the one that got me interested in it down below. But basically, all you need is a bucket of warm water, this paper, and you're in an inkjet printer. And if you have those three things, you can just print this out, fussy cut it out. I fussy cut this one. I cut this one out of Cricut just to see the difference. Oh, and you'll need some acrylic sealer, some kind of, and I just use the low tack, low odor. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. I just use this, the Krylon low odor clear finish, and lots of trial and error. I went through like 3 sheets of this stuff. It's not cheap stuff. It's not super, super expensive stuff, but it's not cheap either. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but if I can find it on Amazon, I'll link it as well. But I used like 3 sheets before I got this right. Because when you're doing this, you need to print out the image. I'm impatient. So you got to print out the image. You really got to let it dry. I tried using my embossing gun to dry it up. Because see on this one, I don't know if you can see this, but there are like air bubbles in it a little bit. And that's because I didn't really let it dry. I didn't do the right thing there. But because I use transparent sheet, you can't really see it. And it's a little glossy because I used gloss Mod Podge well, on this one I used the clear spray to seal it in, and so you got a little bit of bubbling. On this one I used the gloss Mod Podge, and it turned out much better. And this one turned out much better because I let it completely dry. And then I dumped it in my water, put it on the cup, let it completely dry, and then came back and did the gloss Mod Podge. So the lesson learned here, learning from my mistakes, is whatever you do, let it completely dry first. I mean, completely dry. Whether you use the acrylic, whatever you do, let it completely dry. Because when you spray these with acrylic, let it completely dry before, and then dump it in the water. Another thing, reason why I went through 2 sheets is because I caught myself letting this color dry, then dumping it in the water. But when you slide the paper off, and this is super easy because all you're doing is mirroring the image, right? Printing it out, then laying it over the image and just sliding the backing off, and it adheres to the cup. Super, super simple. But when you spray the acrylic, you got to let the acrylic completely dry before you dump it in the water. And then once you get the image on the cup and you seal it with your Mod Podge, you have to let out everything completely dry. So you'll keep your color, you'll keep everything intact. So these are the 2 cups that I made for the girls using Waterslide. I like it. I'm going to try, I'll be playing with it again because I have more paper. Because it comes in it comes in clear, transparent, and white. And white is going to print out a solid image like this. So you get everything, right? Because really, her little tights are striped too, but you can't really see it because I use transparent paper. The transparent paper. So that is the difference. I hope I'm making sense. Feel free to ask questions. But again, I'm going to try to link the tutorial. I followed a couple of the tutorials I watched before I did this to do it. And this is, to me, this is like the cheapo way to do sublimation, right? If you don't want to go through the process of buying a sublimation printer, which I do not, this is a good, and the only thing with this is you can't apply heat to this. So you can't do any shirts or bags or anything like that with Waterslide. It's only good for like ceramic and plastic and stuff like that, porous surfaces like that. So, but having said that, it's a good alternative. This was fun too. I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed learning how to do it, and I will probably do other stuff with it. And then once you seal it with the Mod Podge, it's hand washable. You can hand wash it, and the image should stay. See, I have some streaking from the Mod Podge on here because I haven't washed the cup yet. So, super cute, super cute. Then the other thing I did, using dolls, my digital dolls, was I made my sister and myself a little gift. So, she wanted a mouse pad, and it's her birthday was last week. And so I used my digital images to create this little Libra mouse pad. And then because I don't have a sublimation printer, I just outsourced it. I created this in Canva. I uploaded it to Vistaprint.com because they had the thicker mouse. Now, the mouse pad cost me about $20, I think it was. But I wanted a quality mouse pad because it was a gift. And they, instead of those little thin ones, right? I went to Printify, I went to Printful, I went to a bunch of other like print-on-demand type, Zazzle, I went to a bunch of those. And this was, to me, and because when I had the gift basket business, that's what Vistaprint is what I used often because I know they do quality work. So I just used this, and they print just one if you just want one. So I used this, and I printed I printed the Libra. And I printed me a Pisces. Aren't those cute? Just cute. I mean, I don't know. Me and my sister are probably the only old school people that still use mouse pads. But I wanted something cute. You know, after hers turned out so cute, I was like, I want one. So I made myself one. So super, super, super cute, y'all. Super cute. I love it. And this is using digital dolls. These dolls come from, I'm going to say this wrong, Mujuka. I don't know. I will link it down below if I can remember to link it down below. And then these dolls came from Kamafila. I bought this set last year for Halloween, and that's where those came from. So both on Etsy. I will link them down below. But those are my doll plays with my digital dolls. I know, like my digitals for digital MLK doll play. So I hope you like these projects. I hope you like this video. If you do, please like it. Give me a thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and joining my crafty family. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'm Gift Diva over there as well. And stay safe, be good, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks. Have a great day.